From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go from Lumen Field. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Watson going to throw right away. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Here's Watson now on second down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Off play action, here's Watson. got his man at the 6. And he's in! Adonai Mitchell, touchdown Cardinals. His 12th touchdown of the year. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got it with Smith and Jigba. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Seattle. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll drop to throw. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Watson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And it's a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. They'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Here's a first carry for their running back. He is not going to get away.
might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Come on.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Shotgun snap to Watson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. A toss left side, caught by his running back. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll push forward for about a yard. Trey Greenlaw in on the tackle. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with him again.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Good running inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Got it. Ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
On play action, he'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out not able to pick up a single first down, not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
And it winds up a very solid return as he gets it up past the 30. They'll turn and hand this one off. Lots of space past the 45. 20. 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals are out to a 21-10 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
He'll let one go down the middle. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. McBride is the motion man. He'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun, here on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his man. It's Harrison. 20-yard pickup there. It's an Arizona 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. touchdowns remain here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. It is 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he will go all the way. And Mitchell. Touchdown, Arizona. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after the catch.
And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Cut. Ready? Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive. Really nice play there by the defender, Mike. He realized there was probably no opportunity to come away with the interception. Next best thing, get your hand on it, break up the pass, put an end to that play pretty quick.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get a field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
That's caught by Harrison right side.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Watson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. And back deep is Marvin Mims. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to air this one out, and this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry, and anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this 1st half. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. On the return, here's Mims. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ready, go!
Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case,
that is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and 5. Back to throw is Watson. That's caught. It's Mitchell. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but Just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, and then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Third and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
It's a great job here by the quarterback keeping the play alive. You can tell once he avoided the rush and became a runner, he looked up and goes, hey, I got a path to the pylon. I might be able to score. He couldn't quite.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Cardinals will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now, faking the give, rolling right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Watson. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards on that pass play. It's an Arizona first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get about 5. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 4. Now a give up the middle, and he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Now they'll set up to throw. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 35 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get
to the pylon? He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. It's first down, and they'll run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. We'll try to get this one on the ground. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2. The Cardinals line up for a punt. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And this is going to be a beauty. Touchdown at the 2-yard line. From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane.
That's down the field and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals.